Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Etho Modpack. My name is Classic Tim, and I have done quite a bit from the last episode. Really, I've just been getting myself together a little bit more. I started with a farm. I made this watering can, which is awesome. This thing is basically like a slower version of bone meal, but it never runs out, or it just uses water. I mean, it hasn't run out yet, so I just filled it up once. But basically, other than that, I've just been working on this program some more. As you can see, I've been doing some more testing, and now it is a lot easier to use. So basically, now you just you start off the program just like this, up against a wall right here, with a chest behind it. You can have a double chest or just one chest, and I have it pipe off anywhere. There just has to be one chest behind it, and then it's up against a wall. It doesn't really have to be a wall, but this is kind of the setup of how you want to do it. Let's get this out of my inventory so I have an open hand. And let's exit this and then the Lua console. So if we go ahead and go into Edit Stripmine once again, I'm not going to bother going through the code. I have a bunch here, and I guarantee you this could be done a lot better, but I'm still kind of learning this all over again, so it's kind of messy, but it'll get better with better programs as we go along. So now up top we have two variables, which is number of mines and mine distance. So now instead of having to go through and change all the code everywhere, all you have to do is change these two variables and you can change the number of mines and the mine distance. So I don't know if there's a way to where if you launch the program it'll ask you how many mines you want to build and then how long you want the mines to be, but for now this will work out, so we can just come in here and edit the variables. So right now it has a mine distance of 4 and a number of mines 4, so it'll dig 4 strip mines, and there'll be 100 blocks each. Since I don't want to have to wait for 100 blocks, let's go ahead and make that 2 blocks each, just so that way we can see the turtle in action. So we'll go ahead and save and exit that, and then we'll go ahead and start doing strip mine. So it says it's taken some coal just to refuel back up to a good amount. And now it says clearing the area. So basically what it's doing right now is it calculates how many mines you want to do and then clears the correct area this way so that we have a tunnel to start off on. So that way it just doesn't, dig the mines. Oh, whoops, I just messed it up there. I'm going to have to cancel that. I got in its way a little bit. Since I was standing here and the turtle tried to go here and deposit stuff in the chest, I just got in the way. I'll probably have to put in some kind of failsafe for that, especially if mobs get in the way. But for right now, let's just go ahead and start it over. Let's go back in the Lua console, turtle.down, turtle.forward, and then we need to turn left, turtle.turn left, and then turtle.forward. Okay, I guess I turned the wrong way. Turtle.back, turtle.back, turtle.turn. Now it's turn left. Okay, so now we're in the starting spot again. So let's go ahead and play this again, and I won't get in the way. Exit, strip mine. So now it's going to go through the whole way, and it will place torches in this area if it gets big enough. But it wasn't a big enough area to even worry about it. So you see it's going to go over there and it's going to come back here and then deposit anything in the chest, like the cobblestone and ore that it just dug over here. So now it's going to go ahead and start strip mining. So it's only going to dig 2 blocks in and then start its way back. Then it's going to deposit stuff in the chest. And then it's going to move 2 blocks over. This is the distance between each mine. And then it's going to start mining again. But now here's the interesting thing. Now we're at a space, right? But it knows that it should run this way and then go this side, and then it's going to start doing this side and it's going to go this way back. So here we go, and then it's going to come back to the chest right here. And then it's going to start the mine right behind it, and that should equal 4 mines, so it calculated everything right, and it dug just far enough, and it gives a little bit of leeway here. It dug just far enough to get everything going, and then after it's done, it's going to go ahead and go right back to the starting position. And we're done. Okay, sorry about that. I just hit the Windows key on my keyboard and messed up my recording. I forgot to actually lock it. I do have a lock button for that on my keyboard, but I don't usually have it on. Anyway, so let's go ahead and change the number of mines to something more obscure, like, say, 17. So if we want to dig 17 strip mines at a distance of 2 each, so we'll go ahead and save and exit. And if all I have to do is do that and then type in strip mine, and then it's going to know that it's got to dig further because it needs more space to dig all those mines. So I don't actually know how far it's got to dig. This is all cobblestone, by the way, because I've tested this a bunch. But okay, let's just go ahead and see how long this takes. So, I mean, if it's going to be 17, it's going to have to do half on one side, half on the other side. So it's probably going to be about half of 17. So probably 9 blocks that way, and then it's going to start coming back. I haven't been keeping track of how far it's going. Alright, see, so now he's working his way back. So it's going to be 9 strip mines. So that means it's actually 9 plus the 2 in between, so that's why he had to dig so far. But as you can see, now that he's dug this far back, he actually knows to place torches, since we're going to need them. Looks like we got a zombie coming. Hopefully that doesn't happen too much, since he's going to be placing torches for the most part. What is this? Entity.randomThings spirit name? What is it? Did it drop anything? No, it looked like a little blue slide from Tinker's Construct. But anyway, okay, so now it's finishing up its last little run here. Let's see what it's doing if I can. Yep, still just clearing the area. As you can see, it hasn't taken any more fuel since it's taken enough. And it's just building up all the cobblestone that I just placed for the purpose of this video. And once it's done over here, it's just going to work its way back. And then you'll see actually the spots right here that I had to fill in where it's going to start strip mining. So let's go ahead and count them as this thing runs back. So since we started it right here, let's get out of its way. So it's going to put the cobblestone in the chest and then start mining. So let's go ahead and count the strip mines, make sure it's got the right number here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on this side. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it won't dig this one. So if I cover this one up, it's actually just not even going to bother with this one since we put in an odd number. It just leaves this one empty. So as you can see, that's the right number. 9 plus 8 is 17. So it's just going to go ahead and dig the 17 mines. So that is pretty awesome. So now it's really customizable and you can really set it to as much as you want. I wouldn't recommend doing the mine distance any more than about 100 blocks because after that point, or about 150 blocks even, after that point the chunks start to unload, and if this guy moves into an unloaded chunk during a program, he will just shut off and you'll have to go find him. So yeah, definitely don't do that because, especially because he only digs 1 on the way there, you really have to, then you're going to have to mine all the top blocks to go find him. I had to do that a couple times. So yeah, try and keep it under 150, and I'd even play it safe with just 100 blocks, and as long as you're in the area, you won't have too much trouble. In the future, I'm not sure about any chunk loading. Oh, I've had this here this whole time. Any chunk loading stuff. We got a chunk loader here and a chunk loader upgrade. I don't know what all this is for. Does Steve Carts. So yeah, I don't know if we can do something with that. Keep the chunks loaded here so that way he'll just mine away and we don't have to worry about being in the area. But for right now, this is definitely going to be fine for these beginning resources, and I have no idea what other kind of resource gathering utilities we're going to have in this mod pack. So this may only be useful for a little bit, but even still, I had a lot of fun building it. I had a lot of fun learning this turtle again. They really are really cool little machines. And I'm excited to see what we can do with them in this mod pack. Because they're pretty much compatible with anything, you know. As long as it's got an inventory, then you can use a mining turtle. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and set this up to start digging, longer mines than just these two. So that way, this can be collecting stuff as we do more stuff in the video. Okay, so we're back on the surface here. And I just want to show you guys this watering can. You can see how long I've been down in that hole and my stuff has grown. So yeah, basically once you just harvest all this stuff and replant it, this basically works just like bone meal, except it doesn't work as fast, so it's not like instant. But you just kind of hold it down and it works in an area, so it's best to do it in an area like this. And then as you can see, it just starts slowly growing the crops, but it's a lot faster than just waiting for it to grow. And it's completely free. It just takes water, which I haven't even had to refill it yet. It doesn't look like it's got a durability on it. So this is really good in this mod pack. It's kind of like a balance for the food situation, because this watering can would definitely be overpowered if we could just eat bread forever, because then we could just do this forever. But since we can't eat just bread, this actually is a big help, and it kind of balances out the game a little bit. So as you can see, it really quickly grows that. It works on trees and pretty much everything else. It even works on grass, like if this was dirt. Put that there. You know, if you use this on it, it'll grow the grass really quickly. And I think even if you hold it down just on grass, it'll eventually grow flowers. Like I think that flower right there, that was grown because I was using the watering can. So yeah, there's a lot of uses for this, and it's really easy to make. Let's see if I can... Oh, it's not working because it's... I'll just type it in. Watering... yeah. So it's just some iron, a bowl, and some bone meal. So yeah, really easy to make. And we really need to figure out our food situation, because even our bread, we got pork chop, so that's good that we can eat still. Where's our food journal? We can look at this. Is it getting dark? Where's the sun? Oh, we got plenty of time. Okay. Alright, so we've eaten the cooked mutton, cooked chicken, several apples. So now I think apples are back to being, yeah, now they're at 80% since we've eaten them 5 times. We've only eaten one of those. We've only eaten twice. So we still have quite a bit of food left, so that's good. But these blueberries heal a half each, and they're nothing. But, and then I think I've eaten up as much bread as I can. Okay, we have a couple more bread, so that's good. But I am going through this food really quickly. It looks like we've eaten 21 total foods so far, and we have to hit 250 foods before these start resetting again. Let me just see. If I start just eating these blueberries, will that count as eating more foods? Oh, it doesn't look like I can eat it anymore. Maybe it's because I'm full. Maybe this is... Okay, yeah, it ate really slow. So let's go ahead and just look. See, now we're at 0%. These things do nothing for us. But if I go ahead and look at this... See, now I've eaten 25 foods, so that means that it did count for a little bit. So if need be, we can kind of eat these blueberries since they're really easy to get. You know, they just grow in these blueberry bushes, and they grow really fast. So let's see, I've already got, you know, another 16. But I can't eat them anymore at all. Like, I think let's see how slow I'm eating it if I hold it down. So yeah, it doesn't look like we can abuse that much. But at least we can get a few more out of there. And there's a bunch of different berries that we can use. But I wanted to make the juicer, because it's another thing that's really easy to make. Just some stone and a pressure plate. And we can use this to juice this fruit. So hopefully we can get blueberry juice, and then that counts as another piece of food. So let's go ahead and get some stone. Hopefully I have some fuel in there. I'll just use these sticks. We only need 3. Okay, so that's done. Now let's do this, and there we go, a juicer. So now we should be able to just do this, and yeah, blueberry juice. So let's see, does this stack? Alright, it does, awesome. So we can make 5 of these, and then this will count for 5 more pieces of food. And, whoa, look at that saturation. If you don't know how this works, the gold there, that's the saturation. So the higher that is, the better. And it looks like that gives us a ton of saturation, which is great. So yeah, I think that blueberry juice is going to hold us off for quite a while here. And we can do it with other stuff too. Let's see what else I have in here. Do I have any other fruit? These essence berries. No, it doesn't look like I have another apple. Let's see if we had more apples. Let's go ahead and chop these trees down, see if we can get an apple. Because I'm pretty sure you can do it with apples to get apple juice. And you can do it with a ton of other stuff. Actually, let's just go ahead and look at the recipes. Why don't we? We need the juicer. Uses. So yeah, you can make eggnog, watermelon jelly if you add sugar, and a saucepan. So we definitely have plenty of food to do. We got spice leaves and mayo to make salad dressing. That's interesting. I wonder if you can eat just straight salad dressing. That'd be interesting. Yeah, we got apple and sugar to make apple jelly. So yeah, we got plenty of foods to hit that 250 cap, so we can start eating food again. We just have to make sure that we keep up on it, because if all of a sudden we've got no food to eat, that could be a problem. Because I don't think that food actually resets when you die, so we can kind of just get in a system where we're just dying over and over and over again, which would not be good. Man, the day goes by quickly. Alright, so basically our food situation is okay right now because we've got this blueberry juice, which seems to be filling up a lot of saturation, so we're going to have a lot of time with that. And then maybe we can get some sugar in a saucepan, and then maybe even make blueberry jelly. Yeah, that's all we need is just sugar and a saucepan, and we can make blueberry jelly, and that's another type of food just from these blueberries. And looks like we could add a cutting board, some bread, and peanut butter, and make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and I'm sure that healed a lot. So yeah, we're actually, this food situation, it's not going to be that bad. Oh yeah, look at that. So it heals 2.5, and then it's got a ton of saturation, which is the yellow down there. I don't know if you can see over right here. It's got the information there. So that's pretty sweet. And we can do some stuff with wheat too, especially we can look up bread. Looks like we can do donut bread and then pumpkin bread just by adding other stuff to it. And we can make toast, and there's tons of food. What's the mod here? Pam's Harvestcraft, is that for all of them? Yeah, so let's type in Pam's. So yeah, we got plenty of food. So food really isn't that big of a deal, even though it's going to take us a long time to get that 250 mark. We should be good for quite a while. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and chop down this tree, and I will be back in a little bit. Okay, so I just wanted to record this really quick. These zombies are getting bigger as I hit them. Look, he's getting bigger. I wonder if he does more damage. I want to find out. Hey, with that stuff I know. Okay, I gotta sleep really quick here. Okay, and we're good. Alright. I really gotta sleep before before it becomes night so I can not mess around. But anyway, I want to make this lunchbox here. It is just 3 weighted pressure plates, which just take 2 iron each, so that's a little expensive, but I'm going to show you what this does, and it's going to make my life a lot easier. So we're going to make this straight off the bat, and of course I don't think I have any iron. Oh, I have just enough iron, actually. So I'll make 3 of these, and then go ahead and make the lunchbox. So what you do is you hold shift and right click on it. Now it's open, an open lunchbox, right? And then, what do I do with it? Close, open? Oh, I guess you don't hold shift? Well, I guess, okay, you don't hold shift, and then the lunchbox opens, and then you can put different types of food in the lunchbox. So we'll even put some zombie flesh in there. Looks like there's a maximum of 5, which makes sense because after 5 uses, food becomes less useful anyway. So now we can just put a bunch of food in there, and if I go ahead and deposit the rest of this junk. So now you see I'm hungry. If I go ahead and... Okay, so that's what you gotta do. You have it closed, and then that's when you can put stuff in it, which is a little weird. But if you hold shift and then right click, now it's open, and now you see my my saturation. My food bar is blinking, I mean. So let's see. So it will eat the best thing for me. So right now I've got 2 spots there, so it's actually going to take the bread, I think, or maybe... Yeah, it's actually going to eat the rotten flesh because it knows that I've only got 2 spots left. So if you see, if I right-click on it to open it, yeah, see, it's actually going to eat the rotten flesh because it knows that that's the best thing for me right now because I've only got 2 spots open. So if I go and eat this, it's going to eat the rotten flesh, and unfortunately it's going to give me that that hunger effect, which actually isn't going to be good. So let's go ahead and take that out of there because we're not going to need that again. But basically this is like, you can hold multiple types of food at once and it just kind of eats the best one for you. So that way you don't have to worry about bringing a whole bunch of food. So let's go ahead and take this. We've got a couple more steaks we can do. We can bring some pork chops. And if I just go ahead and open it or close it, for some reason you put the food in it by having it closed and right clicking. And then to eat it you have to open it. So then it's there. And see, now it's going to eat the juice because that's the next best for us. But I'm not going to eat that right now. So that's a neat little balancing tool for the food system too. So let's go ahead and jump down here and just check on our mining turtle. I started the program a little bit ago. It probably isn't that far. Where did it start? Alright, it started right here. So he's made it back from this one, he's made it back from this one, he's made it back from this one. Oh, then he goes this way. Alright, and he's working on this way. Maybe. Or, nope, maybe he's done. Okay, yeah, he's working this way. There he goes. Oh, and he's almost done. He's almost on his way back. Perfect timing. So he'll go ahead and put his stuff here, and I see some diamonds. It looks like this one just got messed up because of the water here. Oh, wow, look at this ravine. I had no idea this was here. But yeah, he will actually place blocks below him now, but it looks like he ran out of blocks right here. So that's unfortunate. But, you know, whatever. And, yep, looks like he just finished. So it looks like he did go low on coal. He didn't get more coal than he needed. Let's see, is there any coal in here? Yeah, he didn't get any coal. Not enough coal, anyway. Because he started off with like 10 or something, so he used 7 coal, which is alright. I could always just supply it with my own coal. And then basically all I have to do is run down here and collect whatever I need. So since he needs some more coal, I'll just go ahead and run down here and collect the coal. And basically it's like strip mining without all the hassle, because then I can just kind of run through, collect everything I need, and then not worry about anything else. So yeah, this program is actually working really nicely. Not bad for my first program back. I might make these a little bit further apart, since 2, they kind of intersect anyway, but it doesn't really matter since he's mining it all for me. So let's go ahead and just take this coal back and give it back to him. And then what I want to do right now is I want to give this program to you guys, so I'm going to figure out how to do that really quick. And then also I want to make a disk. Yeah, see, I want to make one of these floppy disks, because right now if I were to break this guy, my program would be gone. There's no way of saving it. It would just kind of resets if you place him again, so I definitely do not want to do that. Looks like we got hard drives here, but yeah, we're just going to use a floppy disk here. I don't know if there's any specific type, or if the different colors there are just for organization purposes. So all I need is some paper and redstone, so that's super easy. But let's go ahead and do edit stripmine. There we go, and then I know that there's a print option here, so what happens if I type print? No printer attached, so that's not how I thought that was how to get that out to you guys. I'm going to go ahead and just look at that really quick. Okay, I figured it out. So I just have to type in pastebin put and then the title of the program, so it's stripmine, and then it connects to pastebin.com, success, and then it uploaded it as right here. And then all you have to do is, what you guys have to do on your computers is just type in pastebin get and then type in this code right here, and your turtle will automatically download this program off of pastebin. So all I have to do is type in pastebin put stripmine, and then all you have to do is pastebin get NVI6L7LZ5X, and you'll have my program. That's all it takes. You don't have to download anything. You just have to run this program in your turtle. So that is absolutely awesome. This is going to be great. If you guys want to share programs with me, absolutely do that. I would love to see your guys' programs, and I'll share as many programs as I can with you. And as I update these programs, I'll go ahead and reshare them, so that way you guys can do that too. So make sure to check out future episodes to see if there's better versions of these. And this is nice because I won't lose it if my mining turtle here was to get destroyed or anything. But I still think I'm going to make these floppy disks just in case, since they are really easy to make. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. So yeah, I'll put the link to this in the description so you guys can download it if you don't want to have to look through the video again. But thank you guys for watching, and thank you for your support in the last episode. We had quite a few likes. So if you enjoyed this episode, go ahead and leave a like, and I will see you guys next time.